Hi everyone. So we are waiting some more joinees to be joining in. So let's wait for another 1 or 2 minutes. We'll be starting this session within a minute. Thank you for your patience. Thank you so much for your patience, guys. Still waiting some more joinees to be joining in. So we are people continuously joining into the queue. So we are waiting some more joinees, right? So thank you for your patience. We'll be starting this within a minute. Thank you.
Yes, Rahul, we can start.
Sure. Hi, team. Very warm welcome to you all. Uh, uh, I'm, as you already know, we keep on conducting, you see, a webinar for our partners. So today we have a webinar on the accounts table. Along with me, I have Mr. Devendra Singh Nagpal, who is heading the training wing in NewGen Channels team. Uh, so here we start our webinar. So, guys, before move on to the accounts table, we just wanted to, tell you about something about Newgen that as since most of the people are already new, is new here, right? So, we are almost a 33 years old organization, and we have been certified as a great place at work. And our direct presence is in almost, 8 countries. However, our customer base is in almost 77 countries. We are into 17 plus vertical as of now. So, and we recently, that's including the last year data also, we have been keep on adding new logos. Recently, we have been add 62 net new logos in our kitty. Uh, the number of employees which we have total is around as 4,600 employees all over, and the 55 patent has been filed, out of which 10 patent filed in this year. And we have been consistently organized, recognized by these two big analysts, Forrester and Gartner. Now here you can see the growth. Here, so year on year, we do have growth of 20% with 14,869 million. And we keep on growing year on year basis, since you can say this report. Now, these, as I discussed, that these are the two big analysts, Forrester and Gartner. So consistently we have been awarded by these two analysts. So recently we have been awarded in 2025 in quarter one. We have been awarded as as a leader in Forrester Wave, and in 2024, in the month of October, we have been awarded as a niche player. So now these are some of the some of our customers with different verticals. So we are into BFSI, and these are some of the customers, big customers in BFSI sector. We are also in government. These are some of the customer like Indian Oil, World Health Organization, DFM. Then we are into BPO and SCC also. We are into utilities. We are into manufacturing, like Philips and Caterpillar and Coca-Cola are our big customers. We are into telecom, healthcare, legal, multimedia, education, real estate, defense, and pharma. Uh, now, before we talk about specific solution like accounts payable automation, it is important to understand the platform foundation on which everything runs, right? So this slide represents Region 1. Region 1 enterprise-wide unified low-code digital transformation platform, which makes Region 1 powerful. Uh, is that it's bring content, processes, communication, and intelligence together on a single platform instead of multiple disconnected tool, right? So let's quickly walk through you the building blocks from left to right, right? So uh, uh, digitalized contextual content services, that is DCM and we call it, some people call it OmniDocs, right? Uh, so every enterprise runs on document, right? Invoice, contract, POCs, KYC documents, claims, email, and more, right? So Newgen's enterprise content management has some of captures and stores content securely. It adds contents by linking documents to business processes. It enables version control, collaboration, and governance. Now the question arises, why this matter? So instead of documents shifting in folder or email inbox, they become active participants in new processes. So it adds some of the business values like faster access to information, strong compliance and audit readiness, and of course, single source of trust for enterprise content, right? So this is the foundation here. We digitalize and manage all enterprise content, document records and information. It enables secure content management, collaboration, workflow, compliance, and audits, uh, ensuring the right information is available at the right time. Right now, let's talk about process and adapt low-code process automation. That is BPM. Nowadays, we call it Newgen 1. Earlier, we used to call it IBPS. So it's Newgen is nothing. It's just the upgrade version of IBPS. So once content is digitalized, so the next step is automation, right? So this layer use low code BPM platform, right? Where you can design and automate the workflows, apply business rules by using SLAs, right? Enable dynamic case management, right? So all the complex workflow can be created out here on this IBPS platform because it's a low code, changes can made quickly without heavy IT independency. Why it matters? Because businesses don't remain statics, right? Regularization change, volume increase, and workflow involve. And the business value it brings, it's faster process turnaround, it reduces manual efforts and errors, and high agility and scalability. So once content is digitalized, we automate business processes by using low code, that is Newgen 1. This allows organization to rapidly design workflows, manage tools, enable cases content management, and even integrate RPA, right? So making processes faster, smarter, and more agile. Now, let's talk about communicate, omni-channel customer engagement, that is customer communication management. Um, so processes are incomplete without communication, right? So this layer enables personalized and contextual communication, multiple channels, email, SMS, WhatsApp, print, portal. So with consistent messaging across the customer journey, right? Uh, So communication are triggered directly from businesses process, ensuring accuracy and timeless. For example, an invoice, approval, payment, confirmation, or dispute notification is automatically communicated to vendors or customers. So it it has the business, it adds the business value like better customer and vendor experience, reduce follow-ups and escalations, and it improved your trust and transparency. So here, Nugent helps enterprises create personalized and deliver communication across multiple channels like email, SMS, print, portal, and etc. So it's also ensure consistent, personalized, and contextual communication through the customer journey. Now, let's talk about data science. Data science is AI and machine learning. So this layer add intelligence to the platform. Organization can build, train, deploy, and operate AI ML model using low-code tool to generate insights, automate decisions, and continuously improve processes. Now let's talk about IDP, that is intelligent document processing. So finally, ITP automates the document understanding. It extracts, classifies, validates, and processes information from various document types using AI, significantly reducing manual efforts and improving accuracy. Right. So to summarize this, NewGen One is not a set of disconnected tool. It's a single unified low-code platform that's enabled enterprise to digitize content, automate processes, engage customers, apply by using apply AI, that is Marvin, and intelligently processing documents end to end. So uh, from here, I would request my colleague, Mr. Devin Singh Nagpal, to take this forward. Thank you so much. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Rahul, for giving an insight on what Newgen is all about and how we are helping our customers with different solutions and product around there. Now, coming to the crux of the story that we are focusing on to accounts payable, and as you know that this is one of the vital solution, particularly for the enterprise organization, right? From different range of organization, wherever there is a transactions, there's a business associated, the goods coming up, right, and the invoices have been involved. There are typical requirement of accounts payable, and for which Newgen has designed a specific solution. So we'll take you through that and we'll help you out in understanding that how the solution is going to be a value proposition for all such kind of an organization. So looking at the key highlights of accounts payable, if you can see, right? So this particular solution has been designed on our BPM tool, which is called as Newgen One. However, been associated with the other, you see, periphery products like the scanning solution also has been involved here, and our DMS solution as OmniDocs is also involved there. But the primary and the major solution or the product will be the BPM tool, that is Newgen One. So, so when you try to address the problem of the customer for accounts payable, there are various elements which need to be highlighted. And first and the foremost, if you can see, is that you see the solution should be able to manage multiple invoices against a single PO. Now that's a major issue because when you raise a PO, the vendor might not ship off the goods in a single go. So he might, you see, categorize them in different invoices. And your solution should be able to address this issue, this problem of having multiple invoices against a single PO. The other area of concern is that it reduces the loss of money and time by streamlining the approvals. Approval is again very important, and that's where the payment to the vendor is also been associated because you see, approving all the line items, all the goods, right? Checking out the quality, right? Checking them or cross-checking them with the PO details, GRN details, and the invoice details is again very important. There are various things which have been involved, and hence, if this is happening manually or using some homegrown application, so there is a loss of time and money also that has been associated, which has been addressed out here. Then you should be able to track and retrieve the files for audit and rechecks, right? So again, for compliance reason, there are many a times the audit reports are not been there, or the transaction involved in any PO clearance is not been there. So again, you are not available with the ready reports, and that again results into a penalty. So quick tracking and retrieving the files for audit and for recheck is again important. Then, as I said, the two-way, three-way matching is again a very important area of concern, because if you raise a PO through your ERP saying that I need 100 tables or let's say 50 chairs, right? And the vendor comes up with let's say 90 tables and 40 chairs. So that's a difference in PO and the invoice. But when you count them, it comes up only, let's say, 80 tables and 30 chairs. So there is a difference at every level. PO is saying some other amount, invoice another, and similarly, the when you count and you go with the GRN, it is again a different number. So matching them is very important so that you may pay the correct amount of the goods that have been shipped, which is very important. And in this case also, right, the GRN creation is a very important area, and which varies from every invoice to invoice, because you see every item that you're procuring, there are different departments involved who want to check the quality and the quantity, right? So therefore the flow can change, and which can easily be managed in our PPM tool Nugen One, right? So that again, the area which we are handling out here with our tool. Then the reporting part, right? So that's also important. You display the real-time status of all what is happening, the in process or the disputes involved in the invoice. There are many concerns, right, when these transactions have been done with, and you need a quick and a handy reports. And that report should also be available to all the stakeholders, all the department heads, right, so that they may know that how the things are moving, right? So these reports, we can show them in different charts and can give the user a quick idea that where do we stand, how the process is going on. And last but not the least, the communication, right? You need to update your vendor that what is the status of the invoice, right? Or the other way around also. So there has to be a mechanism that all notifications should go to all the stakeholders, right? So that the processing should be fast, so that your vendors should be updated, and also your vendor should be able to update you if any such happening is going on. So these are the key areas of concern, right, which we are trying to address through our tool. Next slide, Rahul. Yeah, so now going into details of each of these elements that we have just discussed. So why we are saying that managing multiple invoiced against a single PO now, and how we do it. So it helps you in linking all the related invoice to a same PO automatically, right? So when you search a PO, you'll be able to see all the invoices against it, right? That's one advantage that you will get. Then match the quantity and the amount with a two-way, three-way match also. It can flag the mismatch or duplicate invoice for review. It can route invoice for quick approvals through automated workflows, right? So this way, it is helping out. And these are the screenshots, right? So here you can check the invoice against a PO, the duplicate checks, the multi-way mismatch, and what decision the people are giving, right? So this is how the screens will look like. Next slide. Now coming to the second point, it reduces the loss of time and money. So first of all, it cuts manual work to improve accuracy and save your time, right? Because everything is happening, uh, you see, on the system itself. The files are moving, your approvals are moving, and that's a quick way of, and that too based on the logics that you have fit in while designing the flow, right? So again, it's going to be very fast. The approvals are going to be fast. The turnaround time will be there, which has to be met by each and every user. It reduces the payment errors that lead to financial losses. Again, you see, when everything is fine, because we provide you the first time right approach, right? We provide you the to-do list. So if anything has to be attached, It will not allow you until unless you have attached it. If any document has to be attached or any approvals has to be seen before you move it ahead, if you don't see it, it will not allow you to move ahead. So there is a minimal chances or there is a zero chances of error being involved. Then speed up approvals to avoid late payment penalties. Again, the turnaround time, the notifications, right? So that's always been there, right? To update you that yes, you have to approve the things on time. If you don't do it, it can be escalated, right? So people has to do the things on time. The dashboards will let you know that where you are faltering or where the delays in initiated. So you take up a quick and timely actions accordingly. Then it gives a real-time visibility to prevent the duplicate or overpayment, right? So all the dashboards, all the flags, I must say, if there is some suspicious item coming up, it will show you, it will highlight you in a different color so that you may know that this is what is happening and we have to be cautious, we have to take a corrective actions into it. And these are the screenshots, like you see a quick approvals and the movement from the godowns. If you are getting the goods on godown, you can have the item scanned, the invoices scanned there, and you can push it into your back office for approval. So that's a quick transaction that's happening. No courier, no movement of the files, only your electronic files are moving. And that way, a quick approvals can be seen. Next slide. Now, how a quick track and the retrieval of the files for audit and check happens. So basically finding a file or audit for audit purpose or for rechecks normally takes a lot of time, right? And sometimes they have been misplaced also, right? So that causes a delay, right? And there's a confusion also associated with it, which ultimately is hampering your entire accounts payable process. Then Fusion accounts payable process keeps all the invoices document one place, right? So that you may know each and every items associated with it, right? It may be challan, it can be bilty. There are a lot of you see associated documents which you want to cross check for certain reasons while making a payment to the vendor. So each and every document are at one place and you can search and can see all those items, which makes it easier for you to take decisions and approve the amount. Then audit team can review, track, and rectify issues much faster. Again, when everything is at one place, it is easier for the audit team also to check because they are all consolidated in a single place, which is again useful, right? Next slide. Now these are the searching screens. You can quickly search any item, any folder, any invoice, any PO. Next slide. And this is how the things will look like. All the items at a single place will be reflected. Now coming to the two and three-way mismatch, which is again a very important area of concern. So you have to check that the invoice item or the amount is same with the PO with the GRN, right? That's important, which we help you out with. It helps build confirm that the bill items are actually ordered, right? That also you can check. It verifies the quantity and the price to avoid mistakes, and it ensures accurate and a compliant invoice processing, right? So this way, when this three-way and two-way matching has been done well, you are completely assured that all the payment that you're delivering is in sync with what the PO is saying, what the invoice is saying, and what the GRN is saying. Yes, next slide. And these are the slides you can see here. The mismatch where it is showcasing the PO quantity, GRN quantity, and the invoice quantity, similarly the amount of all the three items, PO, invoice, and GRN. Now dashboard. Now dashboard is again a very important element, and particularly for the stakeholders, right? Because the stakeholders normally are interested to see the reports. And that's where we jump in with this report, right? So there are different types of reports that can be created. So it gives a quick view to all the invoices and all the current status of your accounts payable dashboard. You can filter out certain things, like if you want to filter out in process and disputes invoices, you can do that. Now such kind of configuration can be done, right? Invoice details, click on the invoice to view the details, process history and the current status, right? So that you may go deep into a particular case also through these reports, right? And the notifications alerts, it get automatically alerts for any invoice that is in dispute or pending for approval, right? And the analysis, the report which are generated to monitor trends and outstanding issues for better decision making, right? So it can also give you an idea that where normally we are faltering, right? So you may have a lot of cases going on and you have similar kind of problems coming up. Now you can identify that this is the area of concern. This is where we are. Majority of cases are been stuck at this particular point, right? So you may fix that point easily so that next time these kind of problem must not occur, and the quick and the fast payment to the vendor can be done. Next slide. Now these are the reports. You can see different charts, uh, easy to analyze. Like here, you can see that AP invoice status, right, in green and yellow and in red. So that's what it's indicate that where we are faltering. Red indicates that the delay has been exceeded in these many cases, right? So this is how you can quickly evaluate that how my process is moving. Yes. Finally, the communication, right? So communication is again a very important area, right? Which we have to be very careful about. So the various features which helps you out in meeting and then communicating with your vendor and other stakeholders. It automatically provides the notifications to different users so that you see if there is an incoming invoice to a particular department or a user, he may get a first email so that if he is not on the system, he may get noted that yes, there is some invoice approval pending with me and I have to, you see, approve it. So that makes the task fast. All vendor interactions, the comments and the documents are stored, you see, at one place for quick reference so that you may communicate whenever needed to the vendor easily. And the built-in workflow route vendor queries to the right department. Again, if there is any issue coming up from the vendor, right, that can be quickly addressed, right? And the transparent visibility minimizes the repeated emails and calls, speed up the entire process, right? So when you have the reports in place, right, you have different kind of mails coming up to you. You are very much familiar that where we are fumbling or where the particular case has been stuck, and hence you see you maintain the momentum and the speed. And finally, you track the status of every invoice in one place for easy monitoring, right? So this way, you see the communication is again very important, right? Which has been done with. Now coming to these are some of these screenshots, uh, like the mails that the users or vendor might be receiving, right? So this way, these mails will go to the respective users. Next slide. Now, coming to the case studies. Now, as I said, that this is one of the very important, you see, process, I must say, for an enterprise organization. So we have a lot of case studies around it, right? In India, if I talk about, we have this Wonder Cement, which is one of the major organization when it comes to the real estate or construction. right? So in Wonder Cement plays a very important role, leading organization in civil industries. So these guys basically they are struggling with managing and tracking multiple invoices, right? So you can understand that there are a lot of invoices coming up, right, touching to the tune of more than 10,000 per month invoice they have to deal with. So tracking those physical files and maintaining those invoice again was a issue, and there was a misplaced invoice, right? The turnaround time was also an issue. A high operation cost has been associated with it. The manual process handling and the disjointed communication between different departments was an issue, and lack of shared service center for digitization of the document, right? So the entire problem you see around accounts payable was been there, and which Fusion has dealt with, right? Providing them with the BPM based accounts payable solution. So the value which we brought up to them after we delivered this is that now they are able to manage multiple invoices against one purchase order easily. That's the one which we have just now discussed. And it has been integrated our you see Fusion One solution or the BPM solution with their ERP system. They have been using Microsoft Dynamics. Then a quick access of purchase order, invoice, and GRN reports was been given from their ERP system itself. So they can view all these documents from their ERP system, not log in into Fusion. Without logging into Fusion, they can see it and they can, you see, approve the things quickly. Easy tracking of the invoice and supporting documents for audit, timely approvals and the payments with the real-time transfer of the invoices. It enhanced the cash flow management and the online status monitoring, and a well-defined SLA and the turnaround time for improved discounts and the credit policies. Right. So normally vendor they provide discounts if the payments have been delivered on time, right? They do give you discounts, and that's again a benefit to an organization, right? So this has been done by our partner. We name it as AWC, an Indian-based partner who has done this implementation along with Fusion. Right. So the second case study is Dubai-based Jalil Holding, where we have reduced the turnaround time for processing the invoice. Right. So the challenge faced by this organization is that the moment of over 30,000 monthly invoice. Right. That's what the challenge is. Was out there, and they need for a physical invoice for transaction approval by finance. There's a delay in invoice approvals in the payment cycle, right? A high cost of invoice movement, storage, and processing, and relatively high invoice retrieval time was also a big challenge, right? So here again, we provide them with their accounts payable, or you may call it an invoice processing uh, solution to Jalil Holdings, where we reduce in the logistic costs with data invoice, 50% reduction in the turnaround time for invoice processing, seamless integration with their SAP for easy access to invoices, right? Instant verification and payment processing was been there. A centralized repository for anytime, anywhere access, so anybody can access it from anywhere, and enhanced storage management with electronically compressed document, right? So our system also compress the size of the image, because that's also an issue, because the storage size increases, so we can reduce the size of the image also, right? At certain occasions, the size of the images are very huge, and when it comes in huge quantity, so the size need to be reduced, which we also provided them, which helped them in managing multiple store, documents with minimal size, right? And moving to next slide. Yes, Rahul. Then we have a Dubai financial market. We boost the business productivity out there. Al Rayami is again a partner out here. They were facing difficulties and particularly managing the documents on the back end. The lack of integration of the core system was an issue. Absence of a central repository and difficulty in meeting the compliance requirement. So here, the value that we brought up to this organization was the efficient management and the retrieval of the documents, improved document workflow, right, between departments with right-based access, seamless integration with the SharePoint. Now here, the SharePoint was a product that they've been using, and we have integrated our solution with that. It enhanced the business productivity through web-based access, is optimize the operational cost with central repository, and it adhere to the SLAs for audit purpose also, right? So majorly, a document management system was been provided here, not the BPM tool, but yes, they have a lot of documents out there which need to be stored, which need to be managed, and need to be integrated with their SharePoint so that the users who are familiar with the SharePoint, they can view the document which is stored in OmniDocs from SharePoint itself, right? So that's how the entire solution was being provided. So this way we have a lot of case studies. We have just taken a few out here, right? But yes, definitely accounts payable solution is one of the major solution, and we have enormous customer base in this area where their accounts payable solution has been automated using Newgen BPM platform. Right, guys. So with this, I hand it over to Rahul. I hope you got an idea of what accounts payable is all about and how Newgen is helping the customers in automating their account payable solution effectively, and also providing the values or filling up the gaps which currently they are facing with their ERPs, or if they are using also their homegrown applications. Over to you, Rahul.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir, for this informative session. So, guys, it's time for the question. If you guys have any question, please feel free to ask. You can type into the chat box. We would be happy to answer that question. Please feel free to type your question into the chat box. We would be happy to answer the question. Just in case if you guys have any question in regards to the accounts payable, I would request you to reach out to Mr. Devin Singh Nagpal, or you can reach out to me as well. If you are from India, request you to reach out to Himanshu Kumar. And if you are from Africa and from Middle East, please you can reach out to me. We are waiting for your for your question. If you guys have any question, feel free to type into the chat box. We would be happy to answer. Else, we would be wrapping this webinar into a minute.
Okay, thank you guys. It was
Thank you
nice
so much.
interaction with all of you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, everybody. Bye.